Dating and relationship question. Is it possible to be on a date with someone who's smart, funny, attractive, checks so many of the boxes, but not feel the chemistry for that person? You ever had that happen to you before? Similarly, is it possible to be dating someone or be in a relationship with someone that's a good person and you actually enjoy in so many ways, but you've lost the spark, you've lost the chemistry? Is that possible? Sure. As we age, we've all been through that at one point or another, where we're the one leaving because the spark is gone, or someone has left us because the spark is gone. But the thing that I see happen then is the person who gets left, they take that as an indictment of who I am as a person. Well, all the compliments and all the things that he used to love about me are obviously just a lie because he left. Or she used to say this or that or about me and it felt so good, but it's all bullshit. She left. It was a fucking lie. No, the loss of chemistry is not an indictment of you as a person. It's that you lost the chemistry with the person. That doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong with you. Just like back on that date, you can be there with a wonderful, fantastic person, but you just don't feel the chemistry. So is it possible you are indicting yourself and tearing yourself down simply because the spark has left the relationship and somebody left you? Are you an extreme people pleaser? An absolutely extreme giver, constantly carrying everyone, taking on everyone else's problems, serving everyone, doing everything for everyone else? Is that you? And have you reached a point yet in life where that doesn't work anymore? Have you reached that yet, where you've been ground down and you realize, fuck, I gotta change, something's gotta change, I can't do this anymore? And if you've reached that point, and if you haven't, you will reach that point. If you're taking on everyone's problems and being strong for everyone else, you have to do two things. One, you have to reprioritize your life. And that means giving more energy to the things that are more important to you, but that also requires deprioritizing, which means saying no or saying less. I'll do less for these things that are less important to you. And the reason that saying no or less is hard is because you've been taught that you're not allowed to say no. You have to give. That's where you get your worth. You get your external confirmation of your worth. But the second thing you have to do is you have to prioritize yourself. You have to do the things, journaling, writing, counseling, time in nature, time alone, time on the water, time in the woods, time whatever, getting rest, all the things that you need to rejuvenate you, because if you're not doing that, you will burn out. And the problem is that you've been taught that you don't matter, your feelings don't matter, your energy doesn't matter, you taking care of you doesn't fucking matter. So you getting out of this state of everyone else all the time and finally getting your energy back requires you to do the exact opposite of what you've been conditioned to do. And you've been conditioned to take care of everyone else, and everyone else matters and I don't matter. And until you break that belief system, you're fucked. Have a kick-ass day. The single most popular question I've gotten in 30 years as a counselor is, will the cheater cheat again? I have a very simple answer, but it comes with two caveats. My answer is, if Vegas were giving me odds, I'd bet my left testicle they're gonna fucking cheat again. Why? Because surface behaviors, people can change their surface behaviors. Oh, I'll never cheat again. I've changed. But unless they change the core beliefs driving those behaviors, the fucking misery that exists inside a fucking cheater, unless that changes, and unless the core beliefs driving that misery and driving those behaviors, unless those are identified and rooted out, the surface behaviors will not change for a long time. So caveat number one is, yeah, they'll cheat again unless they actually do the deep work, and a lot of therapists don't know how to do the deep work. Second thing is change your definition of cheating from sticking your penis inside of someone or spreading your legs or having an affair with some man across the other side of the country to engaging in some behavior that has the power to blow up the relationship if it's discovered. So now they might not cheat in their behaviors, but they may engage in gambling, pills, booze, whatever it might be, some behavior excessively that has the power to blow up your fucking relationship. So where do you fit in this equation? Have a kick-ass. You know what's pretty fucking startling to me? That for all the fucking posts I do on cheating and relationships, but especially infidelity, and having written a book on it, is I still get this question so frequently of, Sven, is emotional affair the same as a sexual affair? Is it as bad? Is it a real infidelity? Is it really cheating? And I'm like, that people still gotta ask about that is startling to me. Fuck yeah, it is. Anything you do that breaches the trust of the relationship, anything you do that causes pain to your partner that you're doing with another person, fuck yeah, it's cheating, dude. And the funny thing is, there are some people who would actually prefer that you have sex with someone rather than have an emotional affair. For some people, an emotional affair is more painful. And I'm one of them, especially as a therapist, right? I don't want you sharing your deepest shit with somebody else. That's ultimate intimacy for me. So let me ask you, how are you cheating, or how is someone cheating on you and casting it off saying, oh, it's no big deal, it's just emotional? Fuck you. Have a kick-ass day. Anxieties hit you in the middle of the night. You wake up to go to the bathroom, your eyes just open for whatever reason, all of a sudden, bam, they fucking punch you in the fucking face. Does that happen to you? Very often with a whole lot of people, especially nowadays, they're getting killed in the middle of the night because the worries see a fucking opening. Why? Because that's when our brain and our body are at their most relaxed state, generally speaking. But see, what that implies, what that shows us, is that during the day, you're living in a state of chaos. You're fundamentally distracting and running from the tidal wave of all your pain and all your fears and all the bullshit beliefs you were taught about from your past, all that shit from your past, on top of all the new shit that's being dumped into your love cup and is sort of electrifying the emotional charges of those past memories. Right? The sky is falling, the world's going to hell. You got so many fucking worries in your life, and it's triggering all that past shit. Right? And there's something comforting about the running. There's comfort in the chaos. It's the only thing you've ever known. You feel secure in a bad situation. But this is no way to live. This is all just a distraction. The running, the distracting, the chaos, it's just a distraction from the real shit. And it's not just the new shit that's being poured in every day. It's all the fear, pain, and bullshit beliefs you've been taught about yourself from the past. Therefore, the solution to the middle of the night anxiety is to deal with the very shit you're running from during the day, to begin to eliminate or cut down all the chaos that you're using as a means to run from your pain and your fears and your bullshit beliefs. And you have to stop. And you have to let it hit you. You have to walk into the pain. You have to begin to start flushing it out. You have to start pulling up those memories and decharging those emotional charges. Because if you don't, you're just going to keep running and running and running. And you're going to feel ever more comfortable in a chaotic situation that may feel secure, but it really isn't. Because it's just keeping you in this perpetual state of anxiety and fear that will keep kicking your ass in the middle of the night. So at what point in your life do you have the courage to finally stop, let it wash over you, and trust that you may be overwhelmed in short spurts, but you work through it. And you may feel like you're losing control, but the control will come back and become less necessary. To have control. It'll become less necessary as you get it out of you, and you'll begin to finally fucking relax in your life. Are you ready? Have a kick ass.
Kick your ass a little bit with one of the ugliest truths of life. And that is, so many people spend so much of life trying to make their life good amid so much pain, to figure out a way to walk joyfully amid the sorrows of the world. And one of the tools that's often thrown out there and bandied about is the notion of gratitude lists, right? As a way of focusing on the good in your life and not on all the bad or all the hard stuff or all the pain in your life. And I don't necessarily believe in that. I'm not saying gratitude lists are bad, but they're an ineffective tool because the pain still sits there as this giant 500-pound elephant in the room, or 10,000-pound elephant, however the fuck big elephants are. What I believe in is looking inside of the pain. I believe that pain is life's greatest teacher. I believe it holds gems of wisdom, cascading waterfalls of insights and epiphanies. But we so run from the pain. We want it behind us. We want to avoid it. I believe in going into it and asking it how it is the greatest blessing of my life. What, if you believe in a sender, what this was sent to teach you. How this has the ability to transform you, your perspective on your life, your belief systems, make you deeper, wiser, more compassionate. How is this pain, this awful thing that you spend so much time running from, in fact, the greatest gift of your life? Have a kick-ass fucking
You ever
day.
date that person who, no matter what you said, everything you said was somehow an assessment of their worth? Everything meant either, oh, you don't like me anymore, or, oh, she likes me, or, oh, okay, now he loves me. That was always fucking worried because everything was laden with some meaning or had some hidden fucking insight into what you really thought of them. Ever date that person? Or maybe you had that friend back in high school or growing up where every last fucking thing was supposedly just dripping with some meaning. Well, if you never remember another word I say, remember this one thing. That mentality is children. That is how children fucking think. Everything you say, every smile, every frown, every elevated voice, every gentle, soft touch, pat on the back, everything is an assessment of their worth. You may not like it as an adult, but that's irrelevant. Children interpret everything as either I'm good, I'm bad. They may hit 18 and you may think, oh, you need to get over that shit. That shit imprints so deeply that I'm good, I'm bad. I matter, I don't matter. I'm wanted, I'm not wanted. Imprints so deeply that it forms the backbone of their very character for the rest of their fucking lives. And the deep dive of changing that is incredibly difficult. I've created tools to do it. Use my 500 free fucking TikToks to fucking do it. Get my fucking book. It's cheap. You can do it, but you got to do the fucking work. And if you don't do the work, you will forever be combating those voices that assessed either you are good, you are bad, you matter, you don't matter, you are wanted, you are not wanted. So who did it to you? Who are you doing it to? Have a kick-ass day.